Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. We got shipwrecked in the last episode and we washed up on the shore here. We don't know where the dog is, dwellers, so we're gonna go look for him. Here is a big pirate ship, which seems to have crashed onto shore, and a bunch of unsavory looking characters drinking and fighting. Can't talk, busy punching. Do you mind? We're trying to hit each other here. This is the friendliest place on YouTube. Sunday Longplay is casual gameplay, casual commentary, and this is part 4 of Secret of Evermore. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm having an okay day. I did lose the commentary to this video, and I'm recording that part of it again. So this is more post-commentary. We are still troubleshooting some stuff, although by the time this episode comes out, maybe not. There seems to be a CPU pinch. And I would like to try downgrading operating systems, but the basement needs a new computer anyway. We got one for Ted's place, and now we're going to get one for mine. Yeah, so we're in Crustacea. We finished Prehistoria last time, and we're in Crustacea now, and it seems to be a land full of unsavory pirate-like characters. That guy you can attack with alchemy, and he never dies. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a glitch or what. Here is the inn. You can save here. And I think we actually sleep. Yeah, that's right, because we're down to 114 out of 192. Did a lot of grinding off screen. Excuse me a moment. I'm working from home today, and it is my lunch hour. So I'm going to need to eat lunch while I do this commentary. I will try not to do it too noisily. But at the same time, I will try not to do it as quietly as possible either, because I've always kind of enjoyed the sounds of people sipping coffee or crunching on a snack from time to time during video commentary. I don't know. I think it's funny. So I'm going to give myself just a little bit of game volume here so I can hear it. Okay. All right, so what do? We bought some armor? Yes, bronze armor. What's going on? Yeah, upgraded armor is a good thing. You'll find when you go to new worlds in this game that the currency changes and you can't spend your old stuff. But you can sometimes do an exchange, and the exchange is always discouraging. 2 talons is 1 jewel. Jewels are the currency here. Talons, of course, were the Prehistoria currency, first world. And yeah, so in future worlds you'll see how that goes. Now, we can't get across that river, and we can't get through that stone wall into that cave. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to do at some point that we can't do yet. So it's kind of interesting. I've always liked when games did that. It reminds me of the original Legend of Zelda, honestly. Seeing heart containers that you couldn't reach in the overworld. Oh man, it was the best thing in the world to get the item that you knew would do it. It just started the anticipation. So yeah, not much to the west. Some NPCs and info to the where we crashed. And now here we're going east. These guys like to twirl their batons like they're in color guard. They'll give you more money and less experience, I believe, than the piratey looking dudes. Hey look, it's a fire pit in a big hard flat area with little stones set around it. That's interesting. I wonder why. So we'll avoid some of these guys and... Oh, look! Treasures that we can't reach. Oh, look! A gap we cannot cross. You know, come to think of it, they really do limit this to a very small area in the beginning before you start unlocking things, the second world. I'm trying to think if all the worlds are like that. I suppose they are. The first one, you can't cut down the grass with your first weapon. And it's the only weapon in the game that can't cut grass. The bone. Hey, it's Blimp! And the head of, Salabog. My dog and I used your boat to float down the river. Good job, basement. Oh, okay, there we go. I was wondering, I don't know, did I read that whole thing out loud in a funny voice? I don't know. When I first did the commentary, I'm not sure. Swamp. a swamp. He has mud peppers. Blimp has mud peppers. That's really good. I'm looking for my dog named Dwellers. I wonder where he could be, or what he could be. Oh yeah, check this out. Sleek Anubis-looking greyhound dog. That's us now. We have control of him. So jumpy jump off the lily pads and into the palace grounds. Yeah, you can squeeze back there, but there's nothing I know of back there, no secrets. Oh yeah, we got our color. Let's leave that on. What's gonna happen here? Oh, look at this guy. My wife and myself take care of maintaining blah blah blah. Fix this, fix that. Never a moment's rest. Sacred dogs. I don't believe in them. Okay. What's a sacred dog? Hi there. Don't track any dirt to the palace. It's my job to keep the place clean. My husband complains about all the work around here. Truth is, I do all the work and he does all the complaining. Is that all she says? That's all she says. I feel like we hear this music a few times in this game. But it may always only be this location. So there are cutscenes in this location in the game. Maybe that's worth saying. Who's this guy? You called on me, sir? Yes, Pompolonius. I'm ready to take my next step toward greatness. Boy, me too. As my advisor, you can help me obtain the overwhelming power that I desire. I must have the diamond eyes of the dog statue. But sir, the people will not support your actions unless we receive a sign from the sacred dog. Hate to burst your bubble, Pomp, but the sacred dog is a myth. We can't expect some mystic creature to simply slide into the palace. Oh, it sounds like our cue. Meow. Sir, we have a visitor. Back to basement. Well, friend, it's time for you to find your pooch and for me to continue my study of things lighter than air. I hear there's a great city on the other side of the desert to the north. You can cross over to the desert on my new bridge. Before you take off, I want you to have this crush formula. There's an interesting mix in this area where that one pirate guy you could attack with alchemy, even though it was in an NPC area. And now here, we're talking to an NPC right out in the danger zone. I imagine that was actually difficult to code, but I guess I don't know for sure if that's true. Okay, here we're buying up the ingredients for Crush, because Crush is a good alchemy spell. We will probably grind that up off camera. Or maybe we'll keep going to Flash, I don't know. Record our progress, yes please. See you later. Alright, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna make sure... Oh yeah, we got 95 crushes, that's pretty sweet. Because what are the ingredients for Crush? Oh, there. Limestone and wax. One of each. Alright. Crossing the new bridge to the desert. This is a very hot and dry desert. It will deplete your health 5 hit points at a time, and you have to be careful. Otherwise, you could end up in trouble. So, this guy offers us a lift, and that sounds great, except we don't have any amulets of annihilation. So, looks like we're going to have to hoof it. Now, basement dwellers, I'm going to cross the desert, and I will meet you on the other side. I'm going to charge up my run, and if you keep holding the charge button and the run button, you can run indefinitely. So, that's what we're going to do. I'll meet you guys up there. Alright, we're back. We're here at the top. And there's this stone wall here that we can't get past, and these funny flying skull guys. And also this stone wall here. Oh, look, there's the guy who offered us a ride. he beat us over here, and he will offer us a ride back if we want it. Now, in there is the market, and that's a good place to go. But right near here is a secret that unfortunately is time-consuming and boring, but I will get us started, and then I will cut the footage and meet you guys back when we're complete. So it's something that will give us some good ingredients that will help us trade once we get into the market. But let me take care of these spiders and skull guys first. Oh, hello, kitten. Okay, right here. See how we're twirling in a circle and we're taking 1 hit point of damage? That's the dizziness. And the 5 is the heat of the desert. So I will meet you guys back here once we've stood here long enough to trigger the secret.
A few moments later.
Whoa, getting dizzy.
1 eternity later.
Spin, spin, spin. Whee!
6.5 hours later.
Gonna hurl! Blah.
2,000 years later.
Whoop! There we just disappeared into the sand. Hey, where am I? You walk to the right and you receive rice and spice. I think that takes about 4 minutes altogether. Let's see how much rice and spice we got. 99 of each. Guys, this will give us a big head start when it comes to trading in the market. For those of you not familiar with the market, the market is 15 minutes of real time that you have before the next event in the game to trade, to barter, to swap money for items and items for other items and secondary items for tertiary items. Am I using that word correctly? I don't know. In order to get some really good stuff, and it can put you ahead in the game. So that lady sells rice. She's the best price on rice. This guy is the best price on spice. 4 bags of rice per spice. This lady sells souvenir spoons. She'll trade for 2 jars of spice. Well, since we have 99 spice, we might as well get a spoon. And I'm guessing we're gonna get 2, 3, call it good at 3. Now this guy, anytime they say they have the best price, they usually, or maybe always, don't. Now this lady sells pots. This lady is pretty important. I don't know if pots are good for trading. Yes, I think so. I think some of the trades, but see there how one of the pot had 10 jewels in it? You can find things in pots. Now that dude's not selling chickens, but chickens are going to become important to try to buy later, so we'll have to find some. Would you like fish? 30 jewels. That's like a 30 HP fill, kind of like a pedal. I think it's about that. Okay, see, they're closing in 14 minutes for an important meeting in the town square, so you know that we have a limited amount of time to do what we're gonna do. Oh, there's the square, went too far. So we gotta make things happen here. Now, armor polish, he will trade for the silver sheath. We don't have that. Armor polish makes your armor stronger. This lady will sell us a stone chest plate for a jeweled scarab. We don't have one. Amulets of annihilation for 30 bags of rice each. Now, you have to either buy or say no. And he keeps going down. But if you buy for less than 15 bags of rice per amulet, he won't sell to you anymore. So, once you talk to him, you're committed to buying one for 15 rice, unless you don't have 15 rice. Then you can say yes and he'll laugh at you. There, we just got a golden jackal. That's going to come in handy. There's the pots lady, ceramic pots. I challenge you to find a better deal. A piece of cake. You've got a terrible price on rice. This guy's not the right place to buy beads either. You look like a savvy, what do you say? I'll give you my best deal right away. So checking the inventory, making sure we're good to go. That's a goat. That's a guy juggling. Some people watching the juggler. You can't talk to the juggling guy. I mean, you can, but he will not say much because he's trying to concentrate on juggling. Oh, perfume. Okay, we do need perfume. 3 bottles. That's good. We already have spice. Okay, now this guy is the beads guy. 1 rice and 3 jewels each. That's the best deal that I know of. I've done this market a handful of times. Getting that 99 spice and 99 rice really does help out. But you basically, if you know what you're going to need to get the better stuff later, then you can just start trading for it now. When you first do this, a ruby heart, a tapestry, jeweled scarab, and limestone tablet, or the moxa stick. Yeah, some of these will offer to trade you something that's hard to get back later in the game, or impossible to get back later in the game, or other things that are renewable. So you have to be careful. The jade disc, 3 chickens and 3 beads. Now that's a good item, but we don't have chickens, so we'll have to come back. Oh, here's the chicken lady. 1 spice and 2 rice each. No problem. Let's get 3 chickens. And we'll go get the jade disc. This is our first like major item here in the marketplace, so this is pretty cool. Jade disc, jaguar ring. Our 2 charms / rare items. Increases the ability of the holder to hit its target, so our accuracy goes up with the jade disc. Okay, sunstone. More power. I think that brings us our attack power up. 1 limestone tablet and what, rice? So we need that. Oh, here's the moxa stick. 2 chickens, jeweled scarab, 12 jars of spice. We don't have the 2 chickens. We might have everything else. That lady's an appraisal lady. We don't need to talk to her yet. She'll offer to buy your stuff. Ah, the silver sheath. This makes your swords stronger. Except due to a bug in the code, the silver sheath is already like built into every sword in the game. So they're all a little OP already, as though you have it. So it's kind of a useless item. Now this is just armor. 1 spoon and 2 tapestries. We haven't seen tapestries yet. Tapestry? What do you say, basement dweller? Excuse me. Tapestry or tapestry? It would be good to know. That lady exchanges money. That lady sells beads. The tapestry. I say tapestry. Tapestry lady was right there at the top of the screen. We didn't talk to her. I'm showing you guys an area that you can't get to from the market. You have to leave and go in this door. Ignore that spider for now. There is actually an alchemy spell behind those boxes where the spider goes. And then that guy's a shopkeep. But in here there are 2 booths that you can't access from the outside. A jeweled scarab. We need 1 spice and 2 perfume. As many as I can. Oh. Can I buy 1? I don't have enough for 2. Okay, so I must need more perfume. 9 minutes? Oh man, we're running out of time. Okay, we gotta keep going. We've got a decent start here, though. Okay, what do we buy there? Some tablets? I forget. Okay, shopkeep, spider, alchemy formula. There was no spider. I like those birds on the roof. Just some funny birds. They don't know what's up. They don't know that the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Tapestries, 3 beads per. I am interested. Can I buy 3 of them? I can. I had enough beads. That's good. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Yes. Trade away the silver sheath and 75 jewels. You can always trade back and forth with this guy, but it'll cost you 75 jewels every time. Give us the stone vest, please. Yes. Jeweled scarab. Do it. The more armor you trade for, the higher armor trades unlock. And later when you find armor, it's better because of what you already own. There's like some logic to the armor that you find. It says what does the character already have, go up 1 level, and that will be what's in the treasure pot. Okay, what do we get there? A golden jackal? Okay, let's keep trading. Look at me, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I don't know what to do. What do we need? More pots? More beads? We're gonna scope out some of the stuff down here. Let's see, that's perfume, that's spices. We don't need those guys. We do need more perfume. Oh, we didn't buy any. Do we need more beads? No. Okay, get it. Do you have a tapestry, a scarab, and a tablet? Other goods. No, what don't we have? Tapestry, tablet. We need a jeweled scarab. Alright, we're gonna have to go get one. What's a jeweled scarab cost? 7 minutes? Okay, she doesn't have anything to trade us anymore because we have the jade disc. So there is like an optimal path through the marketplace, and I didn't bother to like look it up or memorize it. I just sort of relied on my past experience to know, have a lot of money when you go in with 99 spice and rice, and just make sure you buy beads and chickens and perfume and spoons so you can trade for the higher up things and trade those for the best things. It really is a cool mechanic. I would, I think a lot of people like this part of the game. And, I always hope for a Secret of Evermore too. They do allude to the possibility of a sequel at the end of this game. And, it's been over 20 years and no sequel. So, I'm not holding my breath. It's a good game, though. Some people disliked it because they played Secret of Mana first, and they were hoping this would be a sequel to that. Centurion helmet. 10 jars of spice and a golden jackal. Oh, we did it. Ruby heart. Okay, do we have our scarab? We do, I think, right? Other goods. All right, we got the ruby heart. That's excellent. She's the jade disc lady. Sunstone, we need a tablet. Oh, we got it. And the rice. Moxa stick. This now doesn't actually do anything, but it's nice to have. What do we need that we don't have? 2 chickens. 12 something. We don't have the chickens. All right, time for 2 chickens. I think I'll buy 3 so I can keep 1 in my inventory. It's fun to have 1 of everything in your inventory, or at least as much as you can. I'm not gonna try to 100% this game. Not even close, but it's nice to have a chicken. A chicken you don't need, you know? It's nice to have. Whoop, just bumped the microphone. I hope you guys couldn't hear that. I will trade them to you if you provide me with the Moxa stick. What's he trading us? Use them well. What did he trade us? Oh, armor. I guess we did it. We may be able to get the Moxa stick later. Okay, we already have the Sunstone. We already have the Moxa stick. They don't have any better armor for me. Best helmet. That's good. We've got all of his stuff. We've got the jade disc. So we might be in a really good place now. I'm just doing some double checking here. And making sure I have everything. Now this guy, the end is near. Heed my warning. Heed my warning. You can talk to. Cataclysmic. The new leader's not what he seems. Diamond Eyes. Don't let him fall into the wrong hands. Somebody's watching over us, controlling us. It's true, I tell you. It's true. Now this gets very meta. We're merely sprites that dance at the beck and call of our button-pressing overlord. Oh, and then he goes back into his old dialogue here. Watching over us, controlling us. It's true, I tell you, it's true. Heed the warning of the goats. Blah, blah, blah. I have spoken. There is nothing left to say. Okay. This guy's very insightful. He has a lot of important things to say. Ah, he's a wacko. Well, okay. There's a special thing that happens with him, but it has not happened yet. I don't know what causes it to be able to happen. It's like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So something you can do if you get all of the armor and special items in the market, before the market closes, is you can buy rice and trade them to this lady. Yeah, we're wearing pants. We're strange. That's fine. Step away from the ceramic pots, lady, please. I'm trying to buy it. Ugh. Yeah, go away. So here we'll buy pots. And the reason pots are good is sometimes you can find stuff in them And when you sell them to the appraiser, you sell them for more than what you bought them for, because you sell 4 rice for per ceramic pot. So it's 12 jewels each, and I think she buys them for 15 jewels each, the appraiser does. Get out of here, pants guy. I guess not pants guy. He says pants, but he's not wearing them. He's wearing a toga. Toga. Let's see if we can trigger this guy. Watching over us, controlling us. Come on. Controlling us. It's true, I tell you. Sprites, this is a video game. Don't you see? We are characters in a video game. This guy's a nutcase. If I'm lying, may I be struck down by the powers that be. Now you can turn him into a goat or a chicken or a basket, or spare him by pressing the cancel button. Please take this reward for not turning me into something. You are a kind soul. Received Centurion Cape. Now that is the best prize that you can get from that guy. And it's only possible because we've already purchased and traded for all of the other armor that's available to us at this time. So we just maxed out his offering. Although I don't know if we do that later in the game, if it could be even better or not. But it's nice to have now. Okay, now we're going to sell these pots to this lady. Recoup our jewels, and then some. You can actually profit by buying 80 rice, trading for 40 pots. Oh, I guess it's 6 jewels per pot, and she pays us 8. And then 80 more rice for 40 more pots, and then you're holding 80 pots, and then you sell them to her, the appraisal lady. And the appraisal itself costs a little bit of money, but so you want to do 80 at a time, because it's just the quickest way to get a high quantity. Hey! Oh, just 10 jewels. What we're hoping to find is the egg of Chocobo. The Chocobo egg. That can be hidden in one of the pots. And if I don't find it during this episode, I may grind for it off camera. I forget what it does, but I remember being excited when I found it as a kid. Oh, just 10 jewels. Okay, the market's going to close any minute now, and we'll move on to the next part of this area, which will be exciting. If the market's not your thing, we're almost... Oh! It just closed. So you see these people are still here. Well, those two are walking away. But the people that are stuck are going to disappear after you off-camera them. See? That one's gone. It's very spooky. We're not trading anymore today. We're all going to the town square. Yep, appraisal lady's gone. Those people are gone. Everyone's gone. Goat's still here. And the chicken. Now, there's a basket right in that area before. But, now that there's not, check this out. 500 jewels. That's a pretty sweet little secret. That basket will be there after the next part of the game, and you will not be able to access those 500 jewels. So, that's a fun little thing. All right, we're making sure we have all of our best armor equipped, because we're gonna need it. If you talk to the chicken enough, something funny happens. I won't show you in this episode. Kitten. My cat is being very friendly and hanging out with me while I record this. All hail the powerful sacred dog. In honor of his appearance, there will be a battle in the Colosseum. Our champion will fight a challenger to be chosen by the sacred dog. Show us, sacred dog. Show us who the challenger shall be. I wonder who he's going to pick. Dwellers now? Come on, dwellers. Don't pick the basement. Pick someone else to fight the... Oh. Dwellers, is that you? You're the sacred dog? Break fourth wall. That figures. I love that the boy turns to the screen right there and, like, faces us directly. Who's he talking to right now? He's talking to us. He knows he's a video game. The sacred dog is chosen. Tiny, take our challenger to the Colosseum. That's Tiny. I am Tiny. You're coming with me. Okay, Tiny. Please don't hurt me.
You wait here. Tiny waits outside. That way, nobody gets hurt. Not until you fight Vigor, anyway.
That guy has some sense of humor.
Oh, it's this guy.
Greetings, Challenger. I'm Popolonius, advisor to blah blah blah. Hi, I'm Basement. There's been some sort of mistake. I'm not really the gladiator fighting type. But you were chosen. Is gladiator fighting a hyphenated word? There's no denying that. You're going to fight. Now, I'm going to leave and let you prepare. The gate will close behind me. When it opens again, that's your cue to come out fighting. Should I record your progress? Yes, please. We're going to record in a different spot here, just in case I mess something up in the market. And I figure it out and have the energy to go back and fix it, which all of those things happening is pretty rare. Well, Dwellers, this is another fine mess you've gotten us into. Yeah, Dwellers. Excuse me. Here I am about to take on some tooth-spitting, sword-carrying gladiator. All I've got is a femur, a claw, and a stick. That's the bone weapon and the first axe you got from Thrax. Hey, Thug's Cloak. That's pretty cool. I think that's a charm or special item. Oh yeah, I can control the dog right now. Found a pedal there, that's good. Look, the gate's open, but we don't have to go through yet. We can instead find a secret passage. Secret, 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 secret. Okay, now these things have different stuff in them depending on what you've got. We've got wax, call beads, and 100 jewels. Those would have armor in them if we didn't already have the best armor available at this point in the game. So, good job, us. I wonder what happens if you... So we could have gotten the Centurion Cape there if we hadn't talked to the video game philosopher guy. I wonder what he would have given us if we would have talked to him after getting the Centurion Cape. I'm pretty sure it would be 100 jewels. Because I think I've accomplished that before. All right, Dwellers takes a little nap while Basement bravely goes on to fight a gladiator to the death. How nice. Now, if you watch closely, you may notice some familiar faces in the audience here. Those are characters from Final Fantasy something, underneath the awning there, back in the audience. You paid for an entire seat, but you're only gonna need the edge. Entering the Colosseum, the King of Chaos, the Babylonian Bruiser, the Pulverizing Prince of Pandemonium, Vigor the Indestructible. I love his squeaky wheel. Squeak, 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 squeak. He's not so tough. And introducing the Challenger. Some loser with a stick. That would say femur if you were holding the bone crusher, or claw if you were holding the axe, whatever it's called. Good to know the crowd is on my side. They're not. It's like a big fight scene in dirt, sword, sweat, and togas. I think the hero got pummeled in that picture. Oh well, here goes nothing. Let the battle begin. Is the boss music the same for every boss in this game? Other than the last boss? Maybe. Okay, now this guy's Dealy Bob, his chariot, is so well armored that we can't hit him in the front or the sides and expect to do much damage, but we can hit him in the back. Which is what makes a powered up spear so essential in this fight, because you can throw it. Throw it at his back like that, and then I always want to see how much damage I did, so I rush over to see, and then he rushes in and smacks me with his shopping cart, which always hurts. Now he's got the fast javelin throw thing, and then he's got the slower, like, oh, see, that only did 5 damage because he turned around. He's got the slower, like, boomerang-y, throw-y thing. And I think it depends on how far away you are from him when he does his little pause to throw right here. See, we were further away, so we threw the boomerang-y thing. There, we did 233 damage to him. That's pretty good. We're also down to 85 hit points ourselves, so it would be smart for us to maybe heal. Or try out some alchemy on him. 31 damage, 40 damage with our leveled up flash. That's not too bad. I suppose we could keep using that, or we could do the spear throw technique. Get him! Got him. 245. All right, we're causing a fair bit of damage here. I don't know how many hit points he has overall, but this fight doesn't have to last very long. Oh. Okay, we beat him. I guess we didn't need to heal after all. Ouch. Sometimes my cat will choose to bite out of a sense of affection rather than something else nicer. Congratulations, we underestimated your abilities. Please accept this sword as an award. It's a sword award! Received gladiator sword. That's sword 2 in our inventory. The bone crusher counts as the first. Thanks, but you know what I'd really like is a clue. Where are we? What are we doing here? How do we get back to Podunk? What's the meaning of life? Why do they sell hot dogs in packages of 8 and hot dog buns in packages of 12? You need the diamond eyes for the sacred dog statue. Our leader will have the power to send you back where you came from. You guys are really on a sacred dog kick, says Basement. However, this dog is really my buddy, Dwellers. Oh, Dwellers, you are my buddy. He just hasn't been himself lately. The statue bearing his likeness holds great power, and the diamond eyes are the key. We need the adventuring skills of you and your dog to find and bring back the jewels. I'm glad. As Dusty Duffy McGander says in Perilous Patrol over Pluto, we may not have a rat's chance in a room full of cats, but we're gonna go after that cheese. I'm glad that Pompolonius acknowledges that the dog is our dog and not their dog. We need him back. Now we're reunited. Have you found the diamond eyes yet, number 2? Oh, look at that face. Not yet, your cleanliness. But I've offered a reward to the adventurers in the town on the river shore. Do you mean to tell me you have those unkempt cretins looking for the jewels?
This is an important job, not something left to brutes with no sense of personal hygiene.
They may not be clean, but they know their way around this world. That boy warned us. You warned me about's also looking for the jewels. If he survives, I'll have a little surprise for him when they return.
We already had a problem with that meddling kid on the plateau, number 2. Don't let that happen here. And try to keep the old coot out on the other side of the river out of this.
That was my Mr. Burns and Mr. Smithers impressions. Mr. Burns sounds a little bit like comic book guy. There's a town on the other side of the desert. Yes, I know. You don't have to tell the dog that to remind me. We know that we go back across the desert. There's nowhere else to go. Okay, so we're back here. Oh, there is a trick that we can do. We need the levitate formula, which we have. We need a mud pepper, which we have, and whatever the other ingredient is. Did we get... So, we're gonna get a tapestry because... what do we need? Beads? What's she selling for? 3 beads a piece? Okay, so we need a bead. So we can buy a tapestry, so we can give it to Tiny and make him show us the right way to lift a rock. What am I looking for? I'm looking for beads, and I forgot where the bead guy is.
Worst Let's Play ever.
It's tempting, but not really. Oh yeah, we still have 80 pots to sell. Oh man, I'm just looking for the bead guy. Hint to my former self, it is on the left side, further down. Yep, nope, not up. Right, I'm looking for the beads guy, right? That's not it. It's not over here, that's the fish guy. No, it's not him. Oh, Peter. No. Silver sheath, no. Ooh, the Centurion cape. We already have one. And we don't want to get rid of our jade disc, so no way. Golden jackal, no. There, nope. Further down, on the left. Come on, Peter. Nope. That's the perfume lady. Here we go, right here. Finally. What am I gonna buy, 2? 5? I guess 5 will be fine. So we need one for a tapestry, and we need a tapestry to get Tiny to lift a rock that he will offer to lift after we lift it with the levitate formula, and that will bear good fruit for us further on in the game. So we woke up in this new world, we explored around a little, crossed a desert, traded for things, fought a boss, reunited with our dog, found a fire pit and flat area, mysteriously like the other one that we found. And come on now. Where is the rock? Tiny's rock. Not that way. There it is. Levitate. Levitate, baby. Here comes Tiny. Watch out, dog. It's going to land on you if it moves. Oh, it doesn't move. It just goes straight up and then straight down.
I am Tiny the Barbarian. I am the strongest creature alive. Nobody lifts my rock but me.
You know, it's ironic that your name is Tiny, because you're actually very large.
Yes, Tiny likes irony.
I do enjoy that line.
Do you want Tiny to show you the real way to lift a rock? I'll do it for a tapestry from the market.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. Clear the way. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, that's how you lift a rock. I wonder if that rock will ever land. Oh, it will. It will land in a very fortuitous place for basement and dwellers. You'll see. Okay, so there's not much left to do now but buy rice and pots and sell them to the appraiser and hope to find the agate Chocobo. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. Hope that you had a good time watching this episode of Let's Play Secret of Evermore on Sunday Longplay in the basement. There will be more of this game coming in the future, probably. And there will be more Minecraft in the future, probably. And there will be more of other games featuring both Ted and I in the future, probably. As long as computer equipment and sound recording equipment and all that keeps working. So thank you very much for joining me today. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic one. I'll see you next time. And right here in the basement. And until next time, basement dwellers, I think that you are more indestructible than Vigor the Indestructible, who turned out to be quite destructible in the basement.